All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew episode 1064 on this beautiful Tuesday evening. It is Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. It is free. It is our free version of what we do. We do have a whole paid program where we go into like great detail. So if you love what you see tonight, you can't imagine what we got in the paid, where we just really dive into these things, these techniques, these strategies. And that's what we're going to be doing tonight. Because you know what? Sometimes we just don't have the answer. My name is Andy. I'm the guy that runs the back office over here at KonaButterflyz. This is Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, Series 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know. These are tested, proved, and done. And we got lots of pass notices using these techniques, and we're going to pass some of these off to you guys tonight. Real quick, Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. We are going to have a lot of fun because, guys, if you've ever gone to an exam and you studied, you did what you're supposed to do, you got that 80s and 90%, you went by some other program and the way they want you to do it, right? You went through the whole thing, and then you realized when you were in the exam, I don't understand what's going on here.
What's this?
I don't even know if I'm in the right room right now. Is this the right exam? Because I've been studying and I've seen the questions the way they're asking me, but this doesn't look like anything that I've seen ever. I don't even know if the content's the same. Like, everything throws you off. It's disorientating sometimes. Guys, these techniques will help you out with that, because you'll start to understand. Like last night, we looked at key words, key things that will help you zero in. We went through questions where they were like, pretty long and lengthy, and we didn't even read it. We were looking just for one word. We were looking for one word in the answers, and we just make the dots connect. That's it. Tonight, it's even going to be better, because you know why? You're not going to need to know content. We're going to eliminate the content. So we're just going to show you some of the simple stuff that you could take advantage of when you're on the exams that'll help you out. Now, one of the things that I like to say, people will, take one of our techniques or whatever, and then they'll go apply it, and they're like, well, that didn't work. Well, yeah, you haven't been practicing long enough. You know what I mean? Kobe, the first couple times he went and did it, like, dribbled behind the back or between his legs. I'm sure he hit his leg a couple times. He didn't go, oh, that didn't work. Guess I'm not going to do that anymore.
I'll play football.
I did a fadeaway jump shot like Michael. It didn't go in. Forget it. Guys, you got to practice this stuff. In every scenario, it's not always going to work. But let's just say it works 30% of the time. Let's say 30% of the time it works. Let's say you add a 30% onto what you're already getting and scoring without these techniques. What is that? Usually that's a pass notice. So if you add the content that you know, if you add the techniques that you're going to learn, and you start putting it all together, and with these, with a great strategy and how we do this, guys, it's a pass notice. And that's all we need. We only need a pass notice. We don't need to write the next, manual on how to pass these exams. We don't need to do that. You just need to get a pass notice so you can move on with your life, get the license, go do what you got to do, right? And if you're worried about, like, hey, well, all this stuff is going to be in my field when I learn it, that's why I'm learning it, right? It's going to be in my field. 90% of the stuff you guys are tested on, it doesn't really work like that in the real world. Crazy, right? You guys all have jobs. You know that sometimes, like, it doesn't match up with real world scenarios. You had those training videos where they show you like these situations and they go, well, this is what you do in this situation. And then you realize doing the job for a while, you're like, that never happens. That never happens. Who are they training? Guys, the same thing. It's the same thing. Real world versus test world are two different things. And if you're already in the business and you know some of this stuff, you almost have to forget everything you know when you're studying, because what you need to know in the test world and you get a pass notice is almost completely different. I can't say absolutes, but it's close.
There's a lot. There's lots.
Close. It's like saying only a window in that house is about 100% like the exam. You know what I mean? It's like the rest of it is not. There's that one part of that house that is like exactly like it. Guys, same with Q banks. We've had people that struggle with the Q banks because they go and take these other exam preps and they go, well, I've been really working those Q banks and I've done everything and I've had, like, multiple times going after it. Guys, no Q bank is perfect either. That's why you got to learn this stuff. So that way you can really protect yourself against that unknown, because no Q bank is perfect. FINRA and NASA make sure of that. These tests are not compromised. They're not uncompromisable. They really try to make sure that no one has an easy way through it. But these techniques help you really zero in. They help you narrow it down. They help you get to, like, sometimes we just need a 50-50 shot, a coin flip of a situation where we're like, well, that makes sense. That one doesn't. That's the one I'm picking. That's the one I'm going with. And then I get the answer. Guys, that's what we're talking about. So if you haven't joined us in all of our program, and you haven't seen any of the stuff that we're talking about, if you in your study preps that you're using now, check us out. Go do the study. Go sign up. I mean, literally, we are. I mean, it's bananas when we started, but I used to say, like, a family of four, cheaper than a family of four going out, or 5 Starbucks trips. Now I feel like it's 2 Starbucks trips and you've got us covered.
Yeah.
Go eat some ramen for a meal, guys. 1 trip to McDonald's and it's right there.
Not even.
I mean, everything is going up, right? But we've stayed the same for the last few years, and we're going to stay the same price for a while here. So we're not going up with inflation. I don't know if that's a smart business move, but whatever. We're going to keep it the way it is and how it is, so you guys can go get your license, so that way you can add more to your business. So check out what we got: course videos, course program, all the content you need anytime you want, on demand videos, so you can have class any time of the day. So if you're busy, you're on the East Coast, you're on whatever coast you're on, doesn't matter. If you're in Hawaii, if you're in Alaska, we have pastors in all of those. We have people that are studying overseas. Guys, it does not matter, because course can happen whenever you need it to happen. And if you need to get some more, we have lots of stuff archived, exam masteries for all the different exams, where you can really dive into, like, the different nuances of each exam. And that's a little bit of extras that we do give in there. And plus, we have the live sessions on top of it that really you can get in there and you can ask questions. Brandy's accessible. She not only does that, but she also does live quizzes. She teaches you techniques and strategies particular for each exam or all exams. It doesn't matter. We got small group tutoring. We got all this stuff available. Check it out. Available. Also, we have books. You don't have to be a member for that, but they are available. We have SIE 6, 63, 65, and 26. We also have the SIE and 65 as interactive if you are a member, because there is video explanations in there. So check it out. We got the Kona on the Discord. That is where you can ask questions, like my man Jacoby let me know that he hooked us up. He got his RVP to sign up. Welcome. I'm assuming they're Series 26. But congratulations, thank you. But you can also ask questions like, why is option so hard?
Yeah.
Brandy, I don't get this question right here. And, take a screenshot of the QBank, of the quiz you're on and the question, post it up there. See if somebody in the family can answer it, or Brandy.
Yep.
And get some help. 951-290-3077. Give a call, give a text. You can also reach me through the Gmail, KonaButterflyz@gmail.com. Scan the QR code, hit the links. Also, you can check it out on Instagram. All the people on the Kona Hall of Fame, see what they said about us, see what they said that helped them. And that's all there too. So go check that out. All right. Tomorrow we have a schedule: 63ers, 26. We are meeting up right after the study hall that kicks off the day. Study hall is simple. You guys pull up your own work. As you run into a problem, you can go, hey, Brandy, I got this question right here. And then she helps you out with it. And then we go into the 63. 63 is going to be all about math. People. We're doing people. And then 26 is math, right? No. I have all the days messed up.
It is kind of, it's not really math. It's math disguised.
Math disguised?
Yeah.
Math adjacent?
Yeah. It's like net capital and stuff. And then whatever questions we have available.
It makes you think that that's math, but it's not really math.
Right.
We're going to show you all that. So we're going to go over that tomorrow for all the members. All right, be there if you can. We got the reminder going out with all the access codes to all the members. It already is in your email, so make sure to check that out. And then we send another one in the morning as well. Series 65 book is here. The long-awaited, year and a half to make. Instead of a cajillion page book, you can get this beautiful 140-page book that has everything you need to know, so that way you can go get that 65 done. Right to the point, straight to the point, easy, got interactive videos, all that great stuff. It's at a discount right now. Go get it while you can at that price. Scan the QR code, hit the link, and go get your book.
Woohoo.
All right, ready? Let's go.
What the? Oh,
All right.
that's supposed to say.
Oh, the graphic wasn't added.
No, it's like needs to refresh. It's the app. It's okay.
Are we good? Do we need to restart? Do you want us to pause? Do you want us to have a coffee conversation or what?
All right, coffee conversation.
All right, everybody. Well, it's good to have all of you here. If you have not joined us before and you're brand new, normally we go into the screen, but I'm just going to go ahead and wait for Brandy to reboot it and see if it shows up. There it is. All right, cool. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe. Let people know what we got going on here. You can be on the live. And if you are on live, hang out afterwards. After we're done recording, we will go ahead and answer those personal questions about whatever you're studying. If you need a little extra help, we hang out for a bit. All right, let's go to it. Test taking techniques Tuesday. On this beautiful night, we got techniques. Like I said, you don't need to know content to answer it. In fact, while she puts these questions up on there, take yourself out of your comfort zone. Stop trying to answer stuff based on the content. Stretch yourself a little bit. Learn something a little new.
Yeah.
What do you see in those answers? We always do answers first. Why do we do answers first? Because when you read the answers first, it helps you read the question with intent. Also, Tom bien. It helps you zero in on what you need to zero in on. Sometimes those answers are like it's screaming at you, pick me, pick me. I'm so different. And then you look up there and it says accept, and you're like, oh, that's probably the one. And it saves you a million times reading over and over and over and over again. If you're an overreader, too many time thinker, guess what? This is all going to help you out. So test taking techniques, we got rules. Rule number one, you're not allowed to ask what exam is that question from. It's irrelevant. All these techniques work on multiple choice exams in some way or another. We teach this stuff to our kids when they're in school and they're in high school, and it helps them out with their multiple choice exams. It doesn't matter. All of this stuff it'll help you out. So pay attention to what Brandy's doing on the screen. That's what you should be looking at. Learn the techniques, learn those strategies. Second rule number two, how do you get good at anything? Got to go practice. We're not going to be no Allen Iverson here. We're going to be like Kobe. We're going to keep practicing and practicing and practicing. You know, that guy wrote a contract to himself that he was going to do 1,000 jump shots every morning before school. Anyways, yeah, you got to make a contract with yourself. You got to go practice. And we want you to do this. We want you to do a 10-question flash quiz, 10 questions, whatever you're doing, whatever unit, whatever area, section, function, whatever they call it, it doesn't matter. Do 10 questions, 10 minutes, flash quiz, no thinking, no overthinking, and that's how you get it done. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. My man Eric there, 65, took a 10-question flash quiz. Mm-hmm. That didn't even study.
No.
Just use all the techniques and everything he learned from the other exams.
Yeah.
100% on the quiz. 100%.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
That is. And then today he didn't read. Just kidding.
He was thinking too much.
Yeah. No. He
That's what it says. He says, I'm thinking too much.
But that was, oh yeah, he was thinking too much. But that's why study hall is so awesome, because he answered his own question as he was asking a question.
He's all, dang it, Eric.
It's awesome. All right.
Stop thinking, Eric.
Yeah. Eek. Numbers.
All right, I see this. I think math.
Yeah.
There's got to be some sort of math equation here, Brandy.
Probably.
More than likely. Yeah. But we're not doing that tonight.
No. Wait, not really.
I pump it up about being no content, and what does she do? First one, she's all, I'm gonna make a liar out of you.
Well, okay, it's because I wanted
to. We need to have meetings before these.
I know. I wanted to bring this one because, you know, we'll do this whole thing where it's like the third answer and they'll go, not really, Brandy. Right? They'll say that. And I said, okay, but it happens like 9 times out of 10 or like 8 times out of 10.
Right.
This is not that time. This is that 2 times out of 10. Right. So I looked at this and I said, okay, how would I get to any one of these answers without the real formula?
Right.
And I was looking at like the 50 and I was looking at the 4750. And at first I came up with some really weird number. And then I realized that the difference between those two is only 250. And if, you know, you have the 5, that's a 5. I was just really trying to keep it all simple because the 2.5 and the 8.5 and the 6.5, I was like, that's too much. And then I remembered that that's the only one with a 0. It's the only answer choice with a 0. And I think I was trying to prove that that could happen that you can answer a question purely by the fact that it's the only one that doesn't have a 0.5. And it's the answer.
It's the whole number. It's the only one
Thank you.
that's a
The
whole number.
Whole
I
number.
didn't sleep through math all the time.
Whole.
It's a whole.
Yeah.
It's 5.
5. It's just 5.
That's it.
It's just 5. Why 5.0? I don't know. Just 5. All right.
It's the one that was different.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
So back to numbers, right? Next available. There's no number here, right? There's no number, but there's a number, there's a number, there's a number that says only, right? And I went to go read that question and I was like, I don't want to read that. Right. So I picked that one and I was right.
Because it didn't have a number.
Because it didn't have a number.
That's the only reason you picked it.
That is the only reason why I picked it. I really was just not in the mood.
If you're in the exam, let's just say, and let's say you're running out of time. Mm-hmm. Let's say you get this question. You're like, you're really hurting for time. Mm-hmm. I would have done A.
Yeah. It's the only one with no number.
I would not have thought and just went for it. Why? Because it's a great choice.
Yes.
Based on technique.
Yeah. Yeah. 100% technique.
Why not?
Why not? And I said, okay, this one's probably a stretch, but let's go for it. I got the must, the only, and there's no must, only, never, or always. So I was like,
it's the only one without an absolute.
Yeah. Now I did check. I was going to say I checked the math here. I did check this against the question just to be sure that I was right. And guess what, guys? I was right.
That's it. Why did we pick that one? Because it didn't have an absolute in it.
Right.
That's it. And if you want to know why, be a member.
Yes.
We'll go over it.
Yes.
We ain't doing that tonight.
No. This one is an awesome opposites game because I had current and current. And then I had assets and assets.
That's a double dip right there.
That is a double dip. And that is also the answer.
Do you see what we're talking about, a double dip there? Because that answer had a common word with one of the other answers. That's the only answer it had a common word with 2 different answers that is in that one. So that means it's a double dip. That's it. That's the only reason.
Yeah. I was trying to go, okay, well, would an inventory be
taking too long
or a fix? And I was like,
I got bubble gut. I'm at the end of this exam. Just go for it.
And then I saw numbers, no number, numbers. Right? And I'm like, no.
It can't be that easy.
Can't be that easy. But again, not
Keegan and Drew.
Not really feeling it.
No coverage for Keegan and Drew.
And yeah.
That's it. And it has an and. And remember, you can't get Andy without and or Brandy.
That's true. There was no number and it had an and.
Technically.
All right.
Again, we're not doing content tonight.
Yeah. What's the answer?
A.
I also matched it to the word right here. No sales charge, no load. I also matched it up to that. Either one.
We answered it without looking at the question.
Yeah.
Guys, have you noticed we've answered most of these questions without looking at the question?
And it's not, and I want to say this.
You didn't cherry pick it?
No. I only skipped like I think a couple, like a 1, 2, 3, 4 question or something like that. I really didn't want to go through that one. And this is not look, I'm gonna say this because we might have some members of this brand out there. This is not a knock.
Are you saying that some people are spying on us?
Yes. This is not a knock to your question bank. This is something, these hints.
Let's call that fake company Snappalin.
Yes. These techniques are built into multiple choice writing. Okay. I have demonstrated this with multiple brands. this worked for me on the test. These subtleties, because guys, this is how they write multiple choice questions. So it's not like a knock or a dig or anything like that on this brand. It's literally every multiple choice question, every brand, doesn't matter, every subject, it's the same.
They all have these kinds of little things that you can take advantage of.
Yeah.
And look, if it helps you with just one or two questions, like I said, it doesn't matter. If that's all you needed as an edge, a little bump, sometimes that's all we need. We just need that one little bit, that little edge, that little up, and I'm over the hill and I get a pass notice. If that's you, then there you go.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters, really. Honestly, does it really matter how you got the answer as long as it's right? That's it. Exactly. That's all. And if, like I said, if you're up against it for whatever reason, you're tired, you know, you're yawning through, you know, page, you know, number 70, get a little bit of a rumbly in your tumbly. Shouldn't have had that burrito on the way in from the back of that trunk that was selling on the side of the road.
Anybody does this dance?
A little bit of, you know, a little too much water in the morning. Maybe you shouldn't have had the energy drink.
Too much coffee, too much.
You know what I'm saying? The clock's ticking. Why not? Tap into those techniques, make it happen, get through it, get a pass notice, move on. I guarantee you this, guys. There's no guarantees in securities, but I will guarantee you this. I will 1000% guarantee you this. The proctor will not say, yo, Ricardo, I saw you looked at that question. You spent 5 seconds on that thing. Can you show me how you got that answer? No, they don't care. They don't care. They're going to say, you know what? Here's your pass notes. Now get out of here. Get your stuff. Get out. Get out. Yeah. No, they don't say that. They say, congratulations. Move on out. You're strutting out of there. Head held high. On to the next. And that's all that matters. All right, everybody. We thank you for being here. Remember, share with a friend. Let a person know. Guys, if this helps them get a pass notice, if this gives them that little edge that they needed, then it's well worth it. So thank you so much for being here tonight. We're going to do the same thing tomorrow night, I think.
Yeah, why not?
We're going to do the same thing tomorrow night.
Why not?
Same bat time, same bat channel. Be here tomorrow night. Thank you all for being here. We got those member sessions tomorrow, but none of it can happen if you don't stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep the positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you all so much for being on. We so super appreciate you. Practice these techniques in your flash quizzes. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.